वो दिमाग खराब हो गया तो मेरा लाइट चली गई अचानक। मेरे को इसका वो लाना है भाई। मैं लेके आऊंगा मैं उसको जल्दी। पावर बैकअप चाहिए चाहिए भाई। अपने अचानक ऐसे लाइट चली जाएगी बार बार तो क्या कैसे होगा। लेके आऊंगा मैं। तो अभी तो कंटिन्यू कर रहे हैं। अपने को फिर यहाँ पे क्या करना है।
Remnants of the past.
Rover, it's the Frexes.
Down, curtain. Nowhere to hide. The Fraxidus. It's them again.
They've set traps all around the luminous shore. They must have anticipated your arrival.
Remnants of the past. The entrance is sealed.
It's the photon barrier, another invention from the court of Savante. Specific steps must be followed to undo the barrier. Rover, I'll guide you. Use long-range weapons on the photon vault to cut off its energy. Once we reach the cave's end, we'll enter the domain of Mount Firmament. Proceed with caution.
so it can't hurt me.
Time on Mount Firmament used to simply flow slower than in the outside world. Visitors were safe as long as they remained within the temporal barrier. But what we're seeing now is different. The flow of time has gone haywire. This is what was once slow and steady has become chaotic and turbulent. Some areas are frozen in time, while others speed up or slow down unpredictably. No one knows how much they'll age after leaving Mount Firmament, but aging from youth to old age may be a blessing compared to the unknown fate that awaits.
ये बड़ी प्यारी जगह है यहाँ पे.
Leaving
टाइम भी स्लो है पर
could turn
वही
any mortal to dust in just a moment.
डेंजरस भी बहुत है.
Such is the power of time within its walls. These poor creatures, trapped in the temporal disruption, are the most pitiful of all. Their bodies and minds have been ravaged by the chaotic time, leaving them in unimaginable suffering. So, it looks like the Fraxidus did manage to capture our sentinel, leading to the temporal disruptions we are facing now. I had wished that my theories would turn out wrong. As expected, my terminal isn't working. We can't reach Jinshi. The temporal disruption is preventing it from functioning.
Jinshi.
We can't waste a moment. Jinshi's fate isn't the only one at stake. All the inhabitants of Mount Firmament are in danger. We need to hurry to Hongjian, a town nestled at the heart of Mount Firmament. Jinshi would likely pass through there on her search for the Sentinel.
चलो भाई, जगह तो बहुत प्यारी है, पर सारे के सारे जम गए. देखो, dear caught in terminal distribution is now frozen, forever frozen भाई. चलो भाई, सभी फ्रोज हैं भाई, सब फ्रोज हैं भाई. ले तू क्यों नहीं फ्रोज होगा? ये देखो छुप गया आराम को. ये देखो सब फ्रोज हो गए भाई, सारे जानवर सब फ्रोज हो गए.
The temporal disruptions have spared nothing on our way here.
है तो बड़ी प्यारी जगह है.
Does that mean you're in danger too?
So far, nothing feels out of the ordinary. It seems the Sentinel contained the situation before being fully trapped. But I don't know how long this stability will hold. If I go down, please, don't worry about me. You need only focus on what you have to do.
समझ गए. और snowman. एरिया खोलना पड़ेगा ना सारे. अभी तो इधर चलो भाई, चलो. बनाया था बहुत प्यारा है, सब प्रोज है पर
What's the
जमे
matter?
हुए सारे के सारे. I dreamed of this place.
You dreamed of Hongzhen?
You tell Changli about the Russian images.
It sounds like you did dream of this place.
I dreamed of Fenjing being attacked by TDS.
What you just described closely aligns with the accounts documented in our Grand Library. Over a century ago, a vast horde of tacit discords invaded Huanglong. Hongzhen suffered greatly during that onslaught. Thankfully, the Sentinel descended, manipulating time to erect a protective barrier, keeping those monsters at bay. Rover, perhaps that dream is more than just a dream. It could be a glimpse into your own past, and a guiding light for the future.
कुछ अभी भी चल रहे हैं फ्रैक्चर्स के लोग. ये कैसे हो रहा है? मोटे कैसे चल पा रहा है? Is the fractures?
Hongzhen is a pivotal location, linking various parts of Mount Firmament. With the Fraxidus now targeting us, they'll seize any opportunity to intercept our path.
They have laid a trap in Honzhen.
But every trap has its weak points.
What's this?
Someone has used their resonance ability here, but it feels different from the Fraxidus aggression. It's Jinshi, and it seems like she used it in a dire situation. Could it be related to the people of Hongzhen? The traces lead deeper into the heart of Hongzhen. Let's keep moving. Don't let your guard down.
बिल्कुल. हमें भी क्या है, इनको फॉलो करना है ना. चलो भाई.
The traces end here.
मैं मार रहा पीट रहे भाई
Search the
सबको.
area.
Yeah, no. Forever chosen. Stay. डरा के रख रहा है भाई. लड़की को मार रहा है. शर्म नहीं आ रही मोटे? शर्म नहीं आ रही मोटे? ये मरे पड़े हैं लोग बाग.
Someone fought here against those Fraxidus.
Must be Jinshi. The trails led to this location. Using her resonance ability too much would only worsen her condition. But she must have had a reason. Was she helping the people of Hongzhen find refuge?
Chengli,
चलो भाई.
there are traces here.
They're pointing north. Let's proceed in that direction.
चलो.
Leave it to me.
तू बचा कैसे है भाई तू? बस साले मार ही दिया तब तू. कहाँ भाग रहा? कहाँ भाग रहा? कहाँ भाग रहा? ये लगा कुछ है.
Traces disappear by the pond. One more time. Checkmate. No hesitation.
मार रहे हैं देखो लोग. ये तो इसके पीछे भाग रहा है।
Leave it to me.
अबे तू कहाँ से आ गया पीछे?
Sure.
चल पैरी ले। ए ले, पानी में गिर के मर गया जब पागल। ये तो इसके पीछे भग रहा है।
The vase on the stone table seems rather peculiar.
रोटेट भाई।
There's something behind the waterfall.
Let's go take a look.
Another photon barrier.
Real good to break. Rover, use ranged attacks.
अरे
You two, halt.
Hold on.
Lady Xingyi.
Relax, there are honored guests. No need to be tense. In a single day, we've greeted both the Magistrate of Jinzhou and her trusted counselor in Hongzhen. I can only assume something significant happened. It's been a while, Changli.
I heard you stepped down from your position and moved to the countryside. And now here we are, meeting again after all this time, in such unfortunate circumstances.
For years, I lived secluded, no longer concerning myself with the matters beyond Hongzhen. But the current situation in Jinzhou is volatile. It has reunited us in an unpredictable moment. And you, young sir? What shall I call you?
रोवर भाई।
My name is Xinyi. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Please follow me this way. It's not safe to talk here.
चलो भाई, दो लोग बातें कर रहे हैं इधर। इलाज भी चल रहा है लोगों का। बनाया तो अच्छा है।
I believe you are here for Magistrate Jin Shi.
बिल्कुल।
The magistrate left Hongzhen about 15 minutes ago. She should be at the Truth Seeker's Pass now.
The Truth Seeker Pass.
That's what they call it in Hongzhen. You might know it better as the ruins of a Court of Savante facility.
What is Jinshi doing there?
Lady Xingyi, please elaborate.
सबकी मदद करते हुए जा रही है वो।
Madam Magistrate, are you...
I'm fine.
जितनी पावर यूज करेगी उतना इसे खतरा है अभी।
How's the situation? Have we evacuated all the civilians?
Yes. Remaining civilians have been counted and escorted to safety.
Good. These hidden chambers should provide some much-needed shelter for them to rest a little. Despite being the Sentinel's appointed resonator, I haven't been able to sense its presence for some time now. I can feel my resonance ability waning, and I get my power from the Sentinel. This can only mean one thing. The Sentinel's condition is getting worse.
सेंटिनल यहाँ पे ड्रैगन है ना अपना, मैं बता रहा हूँ तुम लोगों को,
Lady
तुम
Xingyi,
अभी आया
I need to know where the
और ये
Sentinel
ड्रैगन
is
से
last
कनेक्टेड
seen.
है, तो ड्रैगन की पावर वीक है, तो इसकी भी पावर वीक हो रही जा रही है.
I can only fix the temporal disruption within a confined radius. It's already pushing my limits to keep this small pocket of space secure. Mount Firmament is in serious trouble, and we can't waste any more time. We need our Sentinel to stabilize the time flow.
The Sentinel was last seen flying towards Mianlung Chamber, where it would normally rest. The Fraxidus likely swarmed it soon after. But little did they know, we had a defense system in place, built with the help of the court of Savante. It was reactivated as soon as our Sentinel made it back inside. This mechanism has allowed us to locate their troops, and we've already eliminated some of them outside the Mianlung Chamber. To get inside Mianlung Chamber, we have to find the cipher key in Truth Seeker's Pass and unseal it with the Keyforge.
तो हमें की ढूंढने जाना है.
Understood. I will go bring back the cipher key.
You are injured. Please, rest and leave it to me.
The Fraxidus will most likely attack this place once I leave. You must stay here and guard it. I implore you, Xingyi. Help me keep our people safe.
Yes, I will, Madam Magistrate.
ये क्या इसकी दादी वादी क्या हेयर स्टाइल बिल्कुल एक जैसे हैं.
Before I headed to Mount Firmament, the Fraxidus revealed a prophecy from our Sentinel. A fateful clash between the Sentinel and myself that would shape the fate of our city. I never intended to believe their baseless claims, but I was not surprised to hear it. The Sentinel had told me long ago that there would come a day when I surpass it in power. A day when the humans of Jinzhou take control of their own destiny. Once we save the Sentinel from danger, I intend to have a serious conversation with it about this prophecy.
ठीक है भाई.
And then she left.
There's still one thing that doesn't add up. How did the Fraxidus kidnap our Sentinel? The Mianlong Chamber was once renovated by the court of Savante. Do you think their research could be involved somehow?
I'll look into what you said. But once we have the cipher key, the Mianlung Chamber will be left vulnerable to the Fraxidus' potential retaliation.
We must keep them at bay. Rover and I are headed to the Truth Seeker's Pass to meet up with Jingxi. We'll distract the Fraxidus' main forces, giving you an opportunity to stage your ambush.
And the locals will handle the rest.
चलो भाई पूरा प्लान सेट हो गया, अब जाके लड़े. बचाएं पहले
I
तो
will send
ड्रैगन
some
को
men to
बचाना है,
open
फिर
up the
इसको
side exit for you.
दोनों को ही बचाना.
Head south and
जिनशी
keep
को भी.
walking a couple of minutes, and you will see the Truth Seeker's Pass downstream.
ठीक.
Thank you,
समझ गए.
Lady Xingyi. Please, leave it to us.
ये एरिया भी तो बहुत लंबा चौड़ा
In
है.
this place she
पूरा
was
ये
born, and in this place she returns. Our magistrate's fate is bound to Mount Firmament.
यही पैदा हुई है वो. ठीक है, समझ गए. स्काई था दादी वादी है इसकी. चलो भाई. सब लोग ऐसे हो रहे.
Did
पहुंच
Xing
गए भाई.
Yi and Jin Shi know each other?
Jinshi was chosen as a baby for her resonance ability and raised in City Hall to become the Sentinel's appointed resonator. All the government workers there helped care for and teach her at some point, including Lady Xingyi. She
टीचर है
grew up with
मतलब
immense responsibilities,
दादी भी टीचर
forced
भी
to
मतलब दादी
suppress
बोलूंगा
her true nature
ये
from a
देखो भाई
young age. Thinking
मुर्गे
back, Jinshi was only a
मुर्गा
teenage
टाइप ना
girl when she became the magistrate. She has been burdened with unimaginable weight that most cannot fathom.
पैदा होते रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज समझ गए हैवी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज वो भी देश संभालना है सब करना है पैदा होते ही ला भाई पहुंचाओ अपने को उधर बढ़िया ये लॉन्च कंट्रोल
I assume this is the Truth Seeker's Pass Xing-Yi mentioned.
Yes. This should be another chronosorter. It should work in similar ways with the one we saw near the luminous shore. The entrance is built on that cliff, and it's been blocked. We will need to break the 3 photon vaults with ranged attacks first.
समझिए और चिंची
Nothing. I was wondering, how did the court of Savante create such an advanced mechanism using the Sentinel's power?
AI by
Mortals
AI
aren't supposed to be able to comprehend it.
AI
I've never heard of any human civilization having the ability to manipulate time. Unless the Sentinel willingly taught them. But why? We need to focus on items related to the court of Savante in Truthseeker's Pass. Maybe we can find some clues there.
सबसे पहले तो हमें ये करना है ना इन्हें हटाना है ये 3 डंडे हो एक वो छुपा हुआ है ये 2
One of the photon vaults always ends up blocked off. We can't seem to break 3 of them at once.
चलो भाई
Perhaps we'll need to use the chronosorter.
ओह अच्छा ऐसा पहले बोलना चाहिए ना एक्टिवेट भाई लाओ भाई बस काफी है बैग भाई
One of the photon vaults always ends up blocked off.
इधर पूरा आजा भाई इधर आजा पूरा
Break 3 of them at once.
कैसा
Perhaps
भाई
we'll need to...
2 तब भी 3 तो बचेगा ही ना भाई तब भी ये नहीं हो रहा ना ओह
Did you see the tacitite fulminate on that cliff?
वो अभी देखा मैंने वो मैं सोचा मेरे
Perhaps
को
we can
ऊपर जाना
create an
पड़ेगा
opening in this disc with an explosion.
चलो भाई अब ठीक है ठीक है बढ़िया बढ़िया
Think you can catch up?
पजल्स भाई
Think you can catch up?
It worked.
ये
opening fits right onto the middle photon vault.
Rover, now we can hit the 3 photon bolts simultaneously.
अबे लग जाना भाई, लग गया था भाई टाइम पे जा रहे बस.
The blockade has been lifted. Let's go in.
चलो भाई.
Cherish every gain. Why are there tacit discords here? No.
एक मिनट.
These monsters, they don't look like the usual tacit discords.
These also look like the works of the court of Savante. Did they create these simulated holograms to protect this place?
मेरे को रुको यार, मेरे को क्या ऊपर है नीचे है वो मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा. चलो होगा कहीं.
Let's give him hell.
We will obey.
चेन रख लो चेन.
Beware. Storm, hear my command. Oh, get on.
That thing up ahead. Is it another mechanism?
It seems to have unlocked after we got rid of those holograms. Let's go and have a look.
चेस्ट पे.
Think you can catch up?
ऊपर और भी कुछ है ना.
Think you can catch up?
यहाँ से तो हम आगे जाएंगे. भाई.
The glowing patterns on that gate. It's a flare crest. Yes. The flare crests have a complex structure, but they can be deciphered with patience. See how each star represents a flare stone? That mechanism we accidentally solved earlier should be one of them.
That's why the corresponding star has dimmed.
Yes. We still need the other 2 flare stones to open it. Wait. The blood and scales here. It's Jinshi.
Jinshi was injured.
She is likely teetering on the edge of overclocking now. We are running out of time.
ओवरक्लॉकिंग का मतलब वही होता है, मतलब ये अगर ये ज्यादा यूज करेंगे तो ये इनकी पावर एक्सप्लोड हो जाएगी, एक्सप्लोड हो जाएंगे कुछ ऐसे समथिंग कुछ. रिस्क है वो काफी। पावर भी देंगे, पावर बूस्ट भी होगा, पर रिस्क है उसमें, प्रोबेबिलिटी कम है उसकी। पावर मिलेगी पर तुम्हारे पास टाइम नहीं होगा, हमें उसकी मदद से फटाफट करनी पड़ेगी, मतलब वही है ना।
What do we
इधर
have
चलो,
here?
Decades have passed, but those
रीड भाई।
researchers. The Sentinel's situation is worse than we thought. It had already sustained severe injuries when it descended upon Mount Firmament. With one of the temporal programs lost, it no longer had the power to restore time. Instead, it could only stop and...
So the Sentinel protected Hongjin with its power, but it couldn't return things back to normal.
It would seem so. According to their theories, the Sentinel's injury would worsen over time. And if the Sentinel perishes, the temporal disruptions will spiral out of control, engulfing all of Jinzhou. So the Fraxidus just added a pinch of salt to the already gaping wounds on Mount Firmament.
Is there any way to cure the Sentinel?
There's nothing we can do. At least that's what it says in these records. Only the Mianlong Chamber can provide temporary relief for the Sentinel, but it won't heal it completely. In the end, the Sentinel and a peculiar visitor who is immune to time disruptions would have to come up with a last resort. The Sentinel couldn't be fixed, so they decided to replicate its power onto a resonator through induced resonance. Their experiments resulted in the first chronosorter, a man-made resonance object.
So it worked?
No. A chronosorter can only rewind time within a narrow range. It's no match for the Sentinel's immense power.
If object doesn't work, then what if Jinchi?
We are getting closer and closer to the truth. 2 more flare stones left. Everything aside, first we must find Jinshi.
ठीक है भाई, चलो। मैं जाना किधर है? मेन तो ऑब्जेक्टिव इधर ही हमारा, पहले इधर चलना है अपने को। ये घंटी पता नहीं क्या यूज है इसका, मैंने
I'm moving away. Let's give them hell.
कर दिया भाई, ऊपर तो तय कर दिया।
None shall whisper.
चल निकल।
Something new?
जमा और दिया था ना भाई, ऐसे रहे तो थैंक यू भाई। अब हमें नीचे जाना है, ऊपर जाना है, इधर चलना है।
Another chronosorter. The second flare stone. Should be behind this gate. Let's restore the collapsed gate with this chronosorter. There is still another photon vault to break. We can't reach it from here. We may need to look around for a better vantage point.
पैर के नहीं कर सकते करना। ये रोशनी क्यों आ रही है इस पर? वाई देखते भाई। अच्छा ऐसा है।
I will be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
एक मिनट रुको, लेकिन चेंज करके रुको। मैं ये लिया ना मैंने अभी, एक बार इस पे स्किप करते हैं अभी के लिए सिर्फ। ये करना ही नहीं था मेरे को, मैं भी पूछूंगी।
Another day, another heroic me.
ये करना ही नहीं अपने को, ये क्यों करा मैंने? क्या कोई है क्या? ये रहा ना, तो मैं इसे लेके आऊंगा क्या? आजा भाई, हो ही नहीं पाया, वही तो, वही नहीं हो रहा ना। ऐसा भी नहीं मैं कूद के चला जाऊंगा, देख भी तो। अरे ये नहीं करना मेरे को, अरे बस भाई, यही तो नहीं करना था मेरे को। एक दो दर
Think you can catch up?
पानी कम करना पड़ेगा इसका। क्या नाटक है भाई, बीच में लाओ।
Look at that device on the floating slab. It could help us open the path to other places. Shall we give it a try?
पहले क्यों नहीं किया ये?
So it turned you into a Klenbang. Please use the leap device to eject yourself and crash through that ice wall.
कितना धीरे धीरे जा रहा है क्लिंग बैग। अरे ले भाई, प्यारा आदमी।
Another
ये
clue.
कर,
Let's give it a try.
ये करना था अपने को। पानी लाओ भाई, रास्ता
The
बना।
stone slates have formed a path. Now we can bring the tacitite fulminate across the water.
वही समझ गया मैं, अब तो समझ गया मैं। थैंक यू भाई, थोड़ा पेशेंस भाई, मैं तो बिल्कुल पेशेंस ही नहीं, बिल्कुल। देखो भाई, ये लो हो गया। एडवांटेज के लिए चाहिए ना,
This
स्पेशल आओ।
hidden area may allow us to reach that photon vault.
अरे ले भेड़िया, वुल्फी, बढ़ते 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 बढ़ते।
It's more than time.
कहाँ है वो?
Think you can catch up?
ये कौन सी जगह पे आ गए हम भाई? कहाँ आ गए हम?
Up and away.
अब ठीक है सब। यहाँ से भी घूम के आ सकता था मैं। पहले इधर का
Think
सीन
you can
बताओ,
catch
इधर का
up?
क्या सीन है?
Oh, please have something good this time.
अबे बहुत 100 लेवल,
Must not
वो 100 लेवल का ये,
Let the
हम
wind
मजाक कर
roar.
रहे हैं। barely डैमेज हुआ उसको कुछ, वो पागल का 100 लेवल बॉस है क्या वो?
Beating up.
एक का बॉस है ये। भागो भागो, गलती होगी, सॉरी सॉरी, गलती आ गया मुझे। सॉरी,
Beating up.
गलती आ गया भाई। 100 लेवल, मेरा तो इतना लेवल ही नहीं है, मर गया भाई। फायदा क्या, वो बच के।
Against the wind.
लो भाई, ले लो।
One last.
We've reached the carrier lift.
हुआ दोस्त।
Think you can catch up?
एक इधर कैसे रह गया, मैंने देखा क्यों नहीं?
Lucky me, lucky you.
देखो, मेरे को टेलीपोर्ट मारने दो इधर, फटाफट हील करने दो अपने आप। इनको इधर जाना चाहिए। ये कवर है तो। अजीब अलग अलग रास्ते हैं भाई। इधर जाना है अपने को। तो घूम के मैं इधर ही नहीं आ गया। कहाँ घूमू अब मैं? एक्टिवेट करूँ इसमें। मुझे लगता है हाँ,
Think you can catch up?
ऊपर जाना है।
Something about the carrier lift seems stuck. Something about the carrier lift seems stuck. We've reached the carrier lift.
क्या अटक रहा है इसमें थोड़े?
Is that so?
What does it say?
So this file confirms that the chronosorters are artificial resonance objects. They activate when hit with a strong impact to create the corresponding resonance effects. And this also answers my previous question. The chronosorters rewind time through resonating with the Sentinel.
That sounds very powerful.
No, it was nowhere near enough. The chronosorters shut down once they are removed from the Sentinel's range or the abnormal time flow on Mount Firmament. Plus, as artificial resonance objects, their capacity is limited. According to the Court of Savante researchers, there was a hypothesis that could potentially make them more powerful, the Second Resonance Awakening hypothesis, which states the collision between two resonating frequencies might cause a Second Resonance Awakening.
The destiny fight between Jinchi and the Sentinel.
Yes. That fight has to happen to trigger a Second Resonance Awakening for Jinchi, so she may exert even stronger resonance abilities, ones that allow her to restore the flow of time.
जो मैंने तुम्हें कहा था वो पावर बफ की बात है ना, वही आ गई है.
Countless chronosorters were made to collide with the Sentinel's frequencies, but they were no match. All the machines turned to dust. One chronosorter briefly showed the power to restore time before breaking apart. This proved that a second awakening can indeed improve resonance ability. The research log mentioned that all chronosorters were working in an overdrive mode. It's similar to how human resonators experience overclocking, they wrote. Overclocking happens when a resonator overexerts their ability. And this researcher who wrote this suggests that it might be the key to triggering a second awakening.
Doesn't sound like a good thing.
No, it's not. Exhausting oneself will only result in destruction. In addition, I noticed another detail in these records. The chronosorters required manual control, while the Sentinel Jue appeared to be under someone else's command. In the only incident of success, just as the chronosorter was about to break down, that peculiar visitor gave an order to the Sentinel, and the Sentinel successfully transferred some kind of energy to the chronosorter thanks to that order.
Energy transmission.
Rover, do you have an idea?
मुझे तो बताओ.
Think you can catch up?
तो सोच रहा हूँ. तो मेरे को जाना था इधर.
Jinchi.
कहाँ है? क्या बोल रहा है इधर?
You.
मिल गई भैया मैं जिंची फाइनली.
Don't worry. Rover is special. The temporal disruption can't hurt him.
But, Changli, you're...
Shh. I gave my word to be your pawn, and I intend to keep it. As your teacher and courtier, it is only right for me to do so. And let's not forget, without me playing the Wayfinder for Rover, we wouldn't even have him here. Rover has a strong connection to this place. You need his help to resolve Mount Firmament's crisis.
But we already owe Rover a lot.
I don't mind helping you again.
Thank you, Rover. Thank you. Rover, I will do everything I can to rescue the Sentinel as soon as possible. And we can finally talk to it in person. It will surely have the answers you want.
Let's cut to the chase. What did you find in Truthseeker's past, Jinshi?
According to the Court of Savante's records, the Sentinel was already injured upon its arrival at Mount Firmament. As time passed and its condition worsened, the flow of time became unstable here, causing temporal disruptions that could potentially threaten Jinzhou. Only the Sentinel's appointed resonator can restore its temporal mandate.
हम ही कर सकते हैं और तुम कर सकते हो मतलब यही
Their
कर सकती
records
है
indicate a solution.
क्या
To reverse the rapid aging effect from temporal disruptions, I must deliberately collide with the Sentinel's resonance power during combat, triggering my second resonance awakening. That will enhance my power beyond its limits.
Let's say you can achieve all that, but Jinshi, do you understand what is at stake for yourself?
I understand. I share a resonance connection with Jue, but I never took the time to truly get to know it. I've been blind to its suffering for so long. Sentinel Jue has been guiding us since the city's founding with its wise words and well-crafted decisions. The temporal disruptions we face are just a side effect of its efforts to protect local people. Without the Sentinel blocking out tacit discords through its time manipulation power, Jinzhou would be a barren wasteland today.
So what do you plan to do, Jinshi? If the Sentinel's condition is indeed incurable, nobody knows how far the temporal disruptions will continue to spread. Today it's Mount Firmament, but tomorrow it could be all of Jinzhou.
I will. If it truly comes down to that, I'll fulfill Jue's prophecy myself. It's the only way to save Mount Firmament, protect Jinzhou, and help the Sentinel.
Have you thought about the consequences, Jinshi? Trying to trigger a second awakening by fighting the Sentinel, it could make you overclock at any moment. We both know what that means. You could lose your mind forever, or even disintegrate into dust. You don't want to end up like those chronosorters, shredded under immense pressure. On top of that, do you honestly believe you can fight in your current condition?
करना तो
I can
पड़ेगा
see
पर
right through your
हो
facade,
सकता है वो नहीं
Jinshi.
कर सकती उसमें
You're essentially committing suicide at this point.
You're one to talk, my teacher. I learn from the best. When have you ever backed down from risking your life for what you believe in?
Oh? I don't remember ever teaching you that. We all die eventually, but we need to stay alive as long as we can to achieve more. Jinshi, you must live and inherit the Sentinel's power. Then you can save and protect these people for years to come.
Changli,
Jinshi, I don't intend to stop you. I know you've made up your mind. That's why I brought Rover here. You may have already guessed it. Rover is indeed the hero who fought by our Sentinel's side during Jinzhou's early days. He is also the mysterious visitor spoken of in tales about Mount Firmament. All evidence we've gathered points to this being true. If anyone can help us with the situation at Mount Firmament, it must be Rover.
I don't remember anything, but I can fight. I am strong. It would not hurt to help. This might be other option.
thank you, my teacher. Jingshi will keep your words in mind.
Lastly, we still don't know for sure how the Fraxidus is keeping our Sentinel trapped. This will determine if you can actually meet it face to face.
Maybe the fractures are just really strong. They might be using code of 7 mechanism.
Yes, it could be any of these scenarios. Lady Xingyi is already on the case. We should get an answer soon. The cipher key should be inside the stone chamber, behind its entrance gate. There is one more flare stone to work out. Let's get moving.
चलो भाई, अब तीनों का सपोर्ट है अपनी टीम में. तीनों हैं, पर अभी तो ये है ना. चलो भाई, चलो भाई, चलो भाई. एक तो ये बैलों का समझ नहीं आ रहा मेरे को करना क्या इनका.
Think you can catch up?
क्या करना है बैल का. जाऊं तो मैं. ओहो.
Lucky me, lucky you.
था नहीं तुम्हें चेस्ट नहीं मिलते. और क्या इधर कोई चेस्ट. चाहे मैं इधर आ गया, चेस्ट मिल गई. F2 प्लेयर्स के लिए चेस्ट वही इम्पोर्टेंट है भाई. 4 चेस्ट जल्दी भी अपने लोगों के लिए. मुझे लगता है मेरे को वापस उधर थोड़ा और उधर थोड़ा एक्सप्लोर करके आना चाहिए. वैसे यहाँ एक्सप्लोर किया तो चेस्ट मिल गई. मेरे को लग ही रहा था कुछ ना कुछ तो होगा ऊपर. ऊपर और इधर थोड़ा एक्सप्लोर करके आता हूँ.
Look, our last target. On those floating floor tiles. We need a way to restore them. It worked. The Lord of Savante set many traps. They must have worked hard to protect Mianlong Chamber.
Watch out.
Think fast. Make it fast.
भाई साहब मजा आ गया। लाओ भाई। खोल दिए सारे रास्ते।
I'm done with all 3 flare stones.
Good. Let's head back to the entrance. We should be able to access the cipher key now.
इधर है वो आइटम, अब कितनी दूर है? मिड में चलो भाई। अपर भी जा सकते हैं, अपर भी जाएंगे। बस कर लिया नीचे का एक्सप्लोर, तय था। एक ही बड़ी चेस्ट का मैं क्या करूँगा? क्या? अच्छा ऊपर से होगा, ऊपर वाली फ्लोर से होगा। ऊपर चलो भाई, यहाँ नहीं, ऊपर। यहाँ भी पहुँच गए ना, हो गया है सारा। ये तो करना ही नहीं मेरे को, क्या ही कर रहा हूँ मैं अभी। ये भी हो गया था, ये भी हो गया था, यहाँ भी हो गया था। इधर से आया था मैं। अरे कंफ्यूजन ही कंफ्यूजन है भाई। ऊपर चलना है अपने को, अपर। अब ठीक है। एक चेस्ट लाओ। वो नीचे ही है, ये कहाँ जा रहा है? यहाँ से तो मैं आई था। ये कंफ्यूजन है भाई, कंफ्यूजन बहुत है। वो खुल गया ना रास्ता, तो वहाँ था ना, सीधा हो सकता। ये हो गया, ये हो गया, ये हो गया, यहाँ हो गया। यहाँ चलना है, इसमें जाना तो यहाँ है, मुझे पता है, पर मेरे को वो चेस्ट भी तो चाहिए। नहीं, पूरा एक्सप्लोर करके जाऊंगा ना, ऐसे नहीं जा रहा बिना चेस्ट के। हटाओ, ऐसे जाऊंगा मैं बिना चेस्ट के। मेरे को पता है वो चेस्ट कहाँ है, बड़ी वाली। स्किट मारते जाऊंगा। चलो भाई, स्किट मारते चलो। एक मिनट रुको, इधर कहाँ क्या हो रहा है? ये क्यों हो रहा है? ये तो मेरे को करना ही नहीं ना। ये नहीं करना तो काय को आता है ये?
The cipher key.
ओहो, मैंने घंटियां मिस कर दी क्या? यहाँ से तो मैं है ही थे।
Rover, take good care of the cipher key.
बिल्कुल.
I'm leaving the rest to you and Jinji.
What about you?
Please don't forget, I am your wayfinder. I journeyed with you into the mountains to ensure you meet up with Jinshi. From this point onward, I will be counting on you both to go and confront the Sentinel. This is all I can do for you.
ऐसा तो नहीं, बहुत कुछ कर सकते हो ऐसे तो तुम.
I'm here to guide, not intervene. The path is yours to choose. Not to mention, the Fraxidus has been pestering us non-stop. You'll need someone to keep them at bay.
Fraxidus are here for me.
Yes, they've been constantly watching you, interested in your every move. They can never seem to take their eyes off of you. By all means, please carry on without me. As for myself, I have a more fitting location to make my contributions from. Oh, speak of the devils.
आगे क्या? आइटम लोड. अरे ले आ गए ये लोग.
How rude. This is not how we greet people here.
ओहो.
Allow me to demonstrate the proper etiquette.
ओ भाई. शॉर्ट्स भाई. अरे वो इन्हें पता है क्या कर रहे हैं लोग. वाह भाई शॉट. Oh भाई. You leave.
Chun-Li.
Those artificers are nothing to worry about. Don't worry. Chun-Li has her plans. I
मेरे
don't
plans
believe
नहीं है
we will
भाई.
run into more ambushes on the way.
और कितना सारे हैं ये? फ्रैक्सिडस कितने सारे. सबसे लड़ना पड़ेगा. लड़ लेंगे. अरे एक तो यही है, यही आइटम. ये चेस्ट बाद में. पहले फाइट. इन लोगों से थोड़ी फाइट कर ले जाए.
Leave it to me.
सबसे फाइट कर लूंगा.
Won't happen again.
No hesitation.
आगे बच्चे.
Speeding up something new.
एक ये जा रहा है. वुल्फ ये क्या है? ये भाई राइनो जैसा है ये. सबसे फाइट कर लूंगा. फिर उसके बाद
Please.
Shape the shapeless.
Bad, right? Sit down. बच के भाई ले भाई खत्म एब्जॉर्ब बस और भी हो रहे वहाँ पे सभी हैं इधर बाद में लगेंगे इन सबको तो एरिया तो अनलॉक कर ही लिया मैंने तो फैक्ट्री से लड़ने आया था ये क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं जाना उस साइड है किस साइड है किधर जाना था मेरे को
No hesitation.
Storm, hear my command.
अंदर डिस्ट्रॉय कर दिया भाई इधर तो है पर इधर आप करेंगे यहाँ तो आना ही नहीं मतलब इधर आने का है मेरे को जाना इधर था टेलीपोर्ट
Speeding up.
अपने को नीचे जाना है ना
Against the wind. Speeding up.
It's Madam Magistrate. She's back. I must go tell Lady Xin Yi.
क्या वो तो सॉरी सॉरी Can you please cipher key onto the keyboard?
The Mianlung chamber is open now. You can proceed inside. Before you go, there's something important I need to tell you.
बताओ about how the Frexiters imprisoned your sentinel.
Changli was right. They used the court of Cervantes' research to trap our sentinel in its resting chamber.
How did they do it?
They used the chronosorters. Our captured artificer revealed that the Fraxiders sent a death squad to invade Mount Firmament. They had a twofold plan. First, to place the chronosorter in the Mianlung chamber while it was still operational. And second, to lure the Sentinel back to Mount Firmament. Although their death squad was no match for the Sentinel, by forcing its hand, the powerful resonance ability of the Sentinel would clash with the energy of the chronosorter. This would ultimately cause harm to itself.
Would they really make any difference?
What if the Fraxidus modified those chronosorters, a whole bunch of them, pushed to their limits, all working together to deliver one massive blow? But not even that was enough to take down the Sentinel. After the first hit, they set up modified flare crests in the Mianlun chamber to form a special force field along with those chrono-sorters. It prevented the Sentinel from replenishing energy, and eventually restricted its movement and perception.
So, we must free the Sentinel from that force field first.
It would be a task more complicated than it sounds. The people of Hongzhen have lived with the Sentinel for generations. We can usually tell if it's in good shape or not. But now, the Fraxidus want to capture the Sentinel. They won't just stop at Mount Firmament. Madam Magistrate, I'm sure you didn't come here just for the Sentinel. Please tell us what you know, Madam Magistrate.
Yes. I will tell you everything.
She updated the fantastic past.
So the Sentinel is actually injured. And it's been getting worse. The Fraxidus attacked while it hasn't healed yet. Their plans are devious as always. Madam Magistrate, you've already laid out this plan so far. It's always a challenge to decipher the Sentinel's intentions. But there were many theories about it in City Hall at the time. I couldn't fathom why it went through such great lengths to retrieve you from Mount Firmament and raise you within our walls. But now that I reflect on it, perhaps the Sentinel saw in you the potential to one day restore the temporal program and ensure the survival of Jinzhou's inhabitants. I just never thought you'd be willing to follow through with that prophecy.
It was here on this very mountain that I first encountered the Sentinel. Back then, I was too young to remember anything. Even the image of Mount Firmament has slipped from my mind. But this time, as soon as I stood at the base of Mount Firmament, I felt a wave of recognition wash over me. Memories long buried resurfaced with sudden clarity. Lady Xingyi, I was born with my life, my everything connected to our Sentinel. But my duty as its appointed resonator is not the only reason for my decision. I'm following the heart of my younger self before I became Jinshi. The girl who used to laugh with pure joy as she felt the snow from Mount Firmament on her face. I'm a seed born on Mount Firmament, carried by the wind to every corner of Jinzhou. But now, I've returned to my place of origin. It's time for me to take root and grow into something greater.
No matter what happens or what choices you make, please remember, the people of Hongzhen will always have your back. Mount Firmament has been stagnant for eternity. Perhaps a sudden crack of lightning is what we need to break through the fog of uncertainty that has lingered over us for far too long.
चलो भाई अब चलते
Once you
भाई
pass through Hongzhen, keep your eyes open for a cave on the northern cliff. That will lead you to a shortcut towards Mianlun Chamber.
जी मैडम
The
बिल्कुल
place is directly under Mount Firmament's iconic loon-shaped cliff. I wish you two the best of luck.
चलो भाई हमें इधर चलना है ना चलो भाई इधर चलो लीव भाई वो आ रहे वही रास्ता। अब यहाँ से किधर? यहाँ से इधर चलना है अपने को। एक तो ये मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा है, एक तो ये मैं बंद कैसे करूँगा? कैंसिल ट्रैक भाई, नहीं करना कैंसिल, इसको ट्रैक करो बस। ट्रैक भाई, इसे ही ट्रैक करो बस। इतनी देर से परेशान कंफ्यूज कर दिया मेरे को। अब ठीक है, अब सिर्फ डायरेक्ट एक ही मिशन है। चलो भाई।
Jinchi, so far everything we know about the Sentinel is still just speculation.
You were right. But my weakening resonance ability and my connection to the Sentinel leave me no choice but to explore these theories. Whether it's fact or fiction, truth or a lie. I have to confront the Sentinel and see for myself.
चलो भाई, भाई बनाया तो बहुत प्यारा है, देखो यार। हाय हाय, क्या बढ़िया है भाई।
Think you can catch up?
मुझे नहीं पता ये करता क्या है, पर ठीक है, कुछ तो करते होंगे जब दिए हैं तो।
The Mianlung chamber should be deep in the cave. Let's go.
चलो भाई, एकदम कलरफुल से एकदम ग्रीन हो गया।
An unexpected discovery.
Against the wind.
अरे भाई चलो भाई।
Shake the shapeless.
जा रही चलो चलो चलो, फ्री हो गए सारे।
Cherish every gain.
तो फांसी गया इधर। हमें तो और अंदर जाना है ना। चलो भाई। है।
None shall whisper.
पीट दिया भाई, खत्म भाई। एग्जॉर भाई दोनों को।
Let me be your blade.
खत्म भाई।
Let me look at you. Think you can catch up? Let's give them hell. Watch and learn. It's more than time.
ये बात बड़ा आइटम है इस स्पीशीज का।
Storm, hear my command.
बड़े आइटम के पहले। खत्म भाई। अरे चेन ही नहीं है, चेन ही नहीं है, चेन ही नहीं है। ले ले पूरा आ गया। आ रहा बड़ा इतनी देर से देख रहा हूँ। ये गोल्ड में था।
You can't hide from me.
ये गोल्ड में था भाई। और ये चेस्ट भी इधर।
Oh, please have something good this time.
हाँ भाई। और कुछ लड़ा वैसे।
Think you can catch up?
ओहो। क्या हुआ?
This must be the Mianlong chamber. We should now help the Sentinel break free from the Flare Crest spines.
उसके पीछे है ना वो। The water surface isn't moving at all.
Chronosorters nearby may have frozen this body of water in time. Or it could have been caused by the temporal disruptions here. Either way, we can use it to our advantage. We can walk over the water now. We are too far away to see what's going on inside. Let's go. I still need more information to determine what we should do next.
चलो भाई। अरे कूद गए ऐसे तुम कैसे कूद गए तुम? मेरे को तो बताते। अरे कीड़े मकोड़े।
Let the winds roar.
Oh, bring it on! It's
Pop-up mode.
What do you have here? You can't
Over
hide
level
from
22.
me.
बेसिकली मेरा पूरा गेम खुल गया है।
Up, up and away!
तो इधर चल सकते हैं ना हम। आवाज देखो भाई वोट की। ओ बनाया तो बढ़िया है यार।
Think you can catch up?
यहाँ पे भी नहीं, यहाँ पे भी नहीं। ऊपर टेलीपोर्ट खुल ही गया है। वहां से पानी आ ही रहा है, जमा हुआ है मतलब पानी बेसिकली।
I can feel the Sentinel's presence inside. But it's not responding.
हो रहा भाई साहब। भाई क्या सीन है भाई। सील लगी हुई है यहाँ पे भी। अब हमें यहाँ पे वापस तीनों वो करने हैं ना, सील तोड़नी है वे वाली। चलो भाई समझ गए, सील तोड़नी है अब अपने को।
The flare crest. The Sentinel is telling us we need to find the 3 flare stones corresponding to the flare crest. Then we will be able to lift the confinement set by the Fraxidus.
But I'm not seeing any flare stones. Or any kind of entrance to another chamber.
एक्टिवेट भाई। बैक करो। इधर तो
The water level has dropped. It's the flare stone on that rock.
Let's go retrieve it.
एक और यहाँ पे 2, 1 2 और तीसरा वहां पे है ना, यहाँ से चल के जाना पड़ेगा। चलो भाई, ये गेम बहुत बहुत प्यारा है भाई, मजा आ रहा है। मुझे लगता है तुम लोगों को भी आ रहा होगा, देख रहे हो तो।
Done.
एक गया।
2 more to go. Let's look for them nearby.
अब वो मुश्किल होता है भाई, एक तो मिल जाता है सामने, 2 3 मिलना मुश्किल है भाई। अरे ले भाई, इसके लिए पहले ये लाओ। इसके लिए पहले ये चाहिए अपने को, टॉप 10 भाई। छोड़ दो। ये सील है ना, यहाँ पे ये भी चाहिए। ये देखो सब।
Let's give them hell. We need to find a way to destroy the stacks with the gliding power. Same as last time. Let's get the photon vault first.
नहीं भाई, नहीं नहीं नहीं।
The remaining photon vault is hidden behind the fissured ledge.
Fissured ledge. If only there was a tacitus fulminate. Let's look around. Think you can catch up?
गिर
Way
पे
to
हैं
guide
इसकी।
me.
ये दो।
Up, up and away! Let's give them hell!
अरे रे रे, मैं करता है यार, हुआ ही नहीं मुझसे।
Down with the curtain. No hesitation.
अचानक बहुत कुछ हो रहा है भाई। बस अब आ जा, तू मोटा है।
Shake the shapeless.
बस खत्म भाई, खत्म सब। रीड।
Once, tacit discords terrorized the land.
The region of Jinzhou was under siege.
स्टोरी से
A
चलेगी।
mother and her newborn child were hiding in ruins, trying to avoid the deadly creatures. They weren't safe for long, as the tacit discord found them. The mother sacrificed herself to protect her child. But with her gone, it was difficult for the newborn to survive. The tacit discord, seeing the mother, sacrificed herself to protect her child. But with her gone, it was difficult for the newborn to survive. The mother sacrificed herself to protect her child. But with her gone, it was difficult for the newborn to survive. The tacit discord, seeing the mother, sacrificed herself to protect her child. But with her gone, it was difficult for the newborn to survive. In a couple of minutes, its loud cries gradually died out. Fortunately, the newborn's cries echoed through the forest with a unique resonance that reached the ears of the mighty Sentinel.
ये सेंटिनल इसकी कहानी बता रहे हैं ना, ये जिनशी
Our Sentinel dispelled the surrounding evils, but sadly, it was too late. That night, Mount Firmament shook with the roars of a
सेंटिनल और जिनशी की कहानी बता.
clouds gathered. The Sentinel returned with a dead infant in its embrace. As if by magic, somber clouds parted, and shooting stars lit up the sky. With Mount Firmament's unique flow of time, the Sentinel brought the deceased infant back to life. The resurrected infant became known as the
Sentinel's appointed resonator, and went on to become the magistrate of Jinzhou.
इसकी कहानी पढ़ रही है. And the decisions, and here it is.
Yes, it's me. I've lived in Jinzhou my whole life, and never ventured into Hongjian. Yet even I know of the legend. To me, Jue is more than just our sentinel, or a revered divine being. It raised me and saved me from certain death. I've been thinking about it on our way here.
वही तुम सोचो भाई, जिसने तुम्हें रेस किया अब उससे लड़ना है तुम्हें.
Why would it even bother saving me in the first place? Now I understand why. Because I am the Sentinel's resonator. I may not have any extraordinary abilities, but I do possess the temporal program that it accidentally lost. If Jinzhou ever faces a similar time crisis, I might be the only one who can set things right.
समझ सकता हूँ.
In our Sentinel's prediction, the battle between us is supposed to happen in the distant future. It had been waiting for an opportunity, a right moment to tell me the truth. That's why it didn't explain. Now may not be the opportunity the Sentinel has been waiting for, but my body cannot hold up much longer. I have to go and face it while I still can, to learn about the truth or complete our destined battle.
You can still give up. As your friend, I don't want to see you suffer.
Give up my duty? I never thought about it. To be honest, I did doubt myself many times. It was the endless kindness of you, Cheng Li, Xing Yi, and everyone in Jinzhou that gave me the courage to push on. Even Jue's decision to bring me back to life, whether out of pity or not, I am truly grateful. The thought of it warms my heart every time. Jinzhou holds everything that's dear to me. Even without the title of magistrate, I could never leave Jinzhou behind.
But you are in pain.
I'm okay. The pain I'm feeling is nothing compared to those trapped in the temporal disruptions. I must find the Sentinel as soon as possible. We draw from the same source of power. Saving it means saving myself.
You have to fight the Sentinel.
If there is truly no other option in the end, then I will have to fight it. I refuse to back down. I will fight. To protect the Sentinel and to defend Jinzhou. One life may be lost, but many will be saved. If it means keeping everyone safe, then I have no regrets giving my own life. But let me make one thing clear. I am not planning on dying yet. I am here to fight for a chance at survival, no matter how slim that chance may be. We're not in a situation where death is our only option, are we?
I trust your decision. मेरे को नीचे वाला बोलना
Thank
चाहिए I will
you
have
for
you fight.
placing your trust in me. Come to think of it, many good things have happened to me since you arrived in Jinzhou. Thank you, Rover.
I'm always here for you. I will make sure you turn out safe. I go meet Sentinel with you. ना ये बोलता है. ये तो बस ज़्यादा ही हो जाएगा पर्सनल. I will make sure turn out safe. वो मेरे पास है तुम बोल दे. Why not?
My teacher Cheng-Li told me it's up to both of us to solve the crisis at Mount Firmament. As I know you have a special connection with our Sentinel, I need your support in this decision.
थर्ड वाला ऑप्शन मेरे को फिर भी बहुत सही लग रहा था इस सिचुएशन में बोलने के लिए. फिर तो ये तो ज़्यादा ही हो जाएगा. मैं थर्ड वाला ऑप्शन पे जाता पर मैंने.
Don't worry.
Why not?
I'm prepared. This isn't about succumbing to destiny. It's about embracing it fully. I am grateful to have you by my side through it all.
चलो भाई. Activate. ये वाला. रे हाइट छोटी रहेगी. अरे यही तो समझ नहीं आता एक बार में बटन. बस अभी क्लियर है ना. ये एरिया क्लियर है. ऐसे इधर है एक ये और एक यहाँ पे और चाहिए ना मेरे को. एक और चाहिए मेरे को. ये लाओ रे जल्दी. एक और चाहिए मेरे को ये आइटम. इधर फेंक के मारूंगा. ले भाई. शे फायदा ही नहीं हुआ. मुझे लगा इधर मारूंगा. वैसे इधर मारना है मेरे को. करना ही है वो. इवेंचुअली तो ये करना ही है मेरे को. इधर से तो ये यहाँ पे होगा कैसे ये. मेरे को एक मिनट. यहाँ से अगर मैं लिया. चलो मैंने ले भी लिया. देखो एक मिनट. लेके मैं यहाँ से जाऊं. इधर तो ये गिर जाएंगे. इधर ही एक रास्ता और खुल गया. ये पहले खुले रास्ते पे चलते हैं. क्या है इधर. बोलो चेस्ट है बस.
An unexpected discovery.
उधर ही लेके जाना है उड़ के. बस ये लेना है. फिर वहां से वहां जाना है. ये देखा मैं कूदते ही तो खराब हो जाए। कहीं से जाएगा मैं? एक मिनट रुको। ये वाला पार्ट बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग है। मैं ट्राई कर रहा था इधर मारने को बस। भी मैं
Wind, guide me.
जगह जा ही नहीं सकता उधर लेके से। जरा से जब मारो और यहाँ पे तो हो गया फिर काम। फेंक दूँ यहीं से? ना, कुछ नहीं हुआ। देखो एक मिनट, मैं पूरा इधर से जाके आऊँ दो। यहाँ से हम आए थे। यहाँ से तो हमने लिया ही था वो।
Wind, guide me.
नीचे से ले सकूं तो बात अलग है फिर। पूरा लेके जाना पड़ेगा। अरे बस यार। देखा, हो ही नहीं सकता है। तो टाइम भी नहीं है अपने पास। इधर कुछ ना कुछ तो होगा यार, ऐसा तो नहीं कर सकते। इसे फेंक दे भाई। तो हो जाना चाहिए यार। नहीं हुआ यार, बहुत दूर है। अभी भी बंद है ना ये? उसी से होगा। बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग है ये पार्ट। ऊपर से जाता हूँ, वहीं से करूँगा कुछ। आगे बढ़ते हैं यहाँ से। यहाँ से गए ना तो फिर यहीं से उठ जाते हैं। एक्टिवेट भाई। पानी भर दिया इधर।
last flare stone to go.
ये करना था मेरे को इतनी देर से, वही मैं सोचू कुछ तो मिस कर रहा हूँ। अड़ाओ सभी अब सब क्लियर हो गया गाइस, अब सब क्लियर है, अब सब क्लियर है, सब क्लियर है, सब क्लियर है, सब क्लियर है। ये किधर है अभी, किधर है? अब बस मेरे को जाके वो नीचे करना है, फिर सब सही हो जाएगा। समझ गया है इसमें, ये थोड़ा पेशेंस भाई। आ जाओ भाई, अब सब क्लियर है, अब तो भाई सब हो गया, समझ गए, सब बढ़िया आ गया समझ में। बढ़िया समझ में आ गया सब। ये भी हो गया, ये भी हो गया। 10 भाई, बस सब क्लियर हो गया भाई। बस आ जा भाई, यही करना था मेरे को। अरे भाई लड़ भी ले। अरे भाई मार दिया। चला अब तेरी बात है। कर दिए, चला भाई।
All set. The Sentinel should be able to break free now.
Yes, I believe so.
इधर क्या है?
Let's head back to the Sentinel's place.
वो सब तो ठीक है, अभी इधर के पानी भाई, चेस्ट है इधर। और एक मिनट, ये देखो गाइस, पानी के पार्टिकल्स में भी हम दिख रहे हैं भाई। वाह भाई, डिटेल्स भाई, डिटेल्स का क्या, कैसे क्या है ना डिटेल्स। ये देखो हम पास आते हैं तो भाई डिटेल्स भाई। पर है ना, अरे ये फिर ये क्यों हो गया फिर से? ये जब तुमको चाहिए ही नहीं तो काय को, फिर काय को बार बार किस बात के लिए? कैंसिल ट्रैकिंग भाई, बार बार आने का बस। ट्रैक। मैं तो पर आ तो गया, आके करूंगा क्या? मरूंगा, मर ही गए।
Up and away! Think you can catch up?
फाइनली भाई लड़ने जा रहे हैं। पहले तो बात करेंगे इससे, फिर लड़ाई होगी। इसका मार्क एक्टिवेट हो गया ना। वाह भाई, वो फ्री हो गया अपना सेंटिनल। जीओए फ्री हो गया। पार्टी गाइस। वाह भाई, ओ बढ़िया भाई, बढ़िया बढ़िया सीन है, मजा आ गया। वो
Jinshi, it has been quite some time.
फीमेल है।
And greetings, Lord Arbiter. Or
आर्बिट्रेट
should one address you as Rover now?
लॉर्ड है भैया, लॉर्ड आर्बिट्स।
One cannot discern the cause of your arrival. Yet its significance heralds Jinzhou's fateful juncture. Shall a child who has lost their memories take up arms and fight for their fate? Or shall they retreat to their cradle and slumber? The seed of the future shall be sown in this very moment.
What do you mean by arbiter? What should I do? I don't understand. Care to explain again?
Once the situation settles, an explanation shall be provided. For now, one must implore you to simply engage, decide, and observe. Jinshi, your journey has been an arduous one. Aside from aiding one in this predicament, surely there are other inquiries you wish to make.
I cannot bring myself to ask for more. All I seek is the truth. Mount Firmament is in grave danger. Regarding the temporal mandate and your injuries, please do not keep the truth from me any longer.
One understands your concerns. The timing may not be optimal for this disclosure. Yet in the midst of crisis, one must act with expedience. For one will soon perish. One such as this, of immortal nature, is designed to endure for all time. Yet one suffered severe harm in ancient times, and now relies on the Mianlong chamber for survival.
ये ड्रैगन अपना खत्म हो रही है।
This is not the optimal solution. For a long time, one has had to use this chamber to replenish energy, hoping to delay the inevitable doom. Yet fate cannot be defied. The Fraxidus have conspired against this one. Now, the injury only worsens. The Mianlong chamber can no longer prolong one's life.
If you die, what will happen to Jiwo?
Jinzhou.
Jinzhou, sorry.
The
Jiwo
city of
याद है.
Jinzhou will be no more.
अरे खत्म ही हो जाएगी.
Ever since one descended upon Mount Firmament, using the power of temporal mandate to repel tacit discords, time has been in disarray within this location. The fate of Jinzhou was sealed from that moment on. Over the past millennia, one has defied the laws of nature and sustained Jinzhou at the cost of one's own life force.
इसने ऐसे खुद की लाइफ दी थी ना उसके लिए sacrifice कर रही थी.
The temporal disruption
आधी
would
बांट दी
wreak
इसने.
havoc not only on Mount Firmament, but on the entire region of Jinzhou. If this were to happen, all life will be engulfed in a chaotic storm of twisted time flow.
What would happen to them?
Jinzhou shall forever remain frozen in time. The past and the future melt into one, rendering life indistinguishable from death. The ceremonial rituals and endless battles persist, intertwining joy and sorrow into an eternal blur. All inhabitants of Jinzhou shall endure this perpetual fate until time itself ceases to exist. It is this one's own doing, and one must put an end to it. In the coming days, one will exert every ounce of strength to freeze the time in Jinzhou at the cost of one's remaining life. In that moment, Jinzhou will fall into stillness, but not perish. In the distant future, the people of Wanglong may discover a method to rescue Jinzhou.
Is there truly nothing else we can do?
This is not the optimal solution, but it suffices as an option.
Please, forgive me, but I cannot do as you say. A decade, a century. What if nobody comes up with a solution? By that time, the world will have turned its back on this forgotten city. And who would be willing to spend precious resources rescuing a small city in a far-off corner of the world? Jinzhou's fate deserves better than an uncertain future.
Whilst one may not live to witness the future, one can still envision endless possibilities yet to come. In my deduction, this method proves to be the most effective and stable. Magistrate Jinji, as you express doubts, pray tell, how do you propose to solve this issue? The flow of time upon Mount Firmament is in disarray, and it can only be contained through one's utmost effort. If one does not freeze the time now, the situation in Jinzhou shall surely worsen 100-fold, or even 1,000-fold, after one's passing.
फाइट करेंगे, हम समझाएं, फाइट करके बताएं।
You once predicted a destined battle between us. Is it true?
Correct.
I was lost at first, struggling to grasp the prophecy's meaning. Only when I learned of your actions alongside the court of Savante did it all become clear. By clashing two resonating powers, a second resonance awakening can be induced. Through this, I am able to push my resonance ability beyond its limits and invoke the temporal mandate to restore the flow of time. Though I will be forced to raise my blade against you.
Ridiculous! If you clash with my resonance power, even the smallest mistake will result in overclocking and leave you nothing but an empty husk.
फिक्र करते हैं ना,
You
तुम
are
पाला था
well
ऐसा।
aware of its excruciating effects. The pain you feel now is but a faint scratch in comparison to its true torment. Moreover, you will be trapped within the fissures of time itself. Your being will be relentlessly shredded and mended day after day, denied any respite for eternity.
Eternal torture, भाई।
But I can restore the errors in the flow of time. Isn't that why you saved me all those years ago? I'm just doing what you've been doing all along. Going against fate to keep Jinzhou safe.
Jinshi, you are given one last opportunity. Let me freeze the time, and I can ensure your safety.
There must be another way. What if I help her? I am here for a reason.
You're only here to witness before the right time arrives. But you are not compelled to remain idle. Should you intervene, we may augment Jinshi's odds of survival by a fraction. Command me to transfer my temporal mandate access to Jinshi at the right moment.
Command
The
करे
moment of her resonance ability's depletion, when she is teetering on the brink of overclocking and near death. Then we may still save her life. Miss that moment by even the slightest margin, and Jinshi's fate will be sealed.
I will do everything I can to keep Jinxie safe. So fight between you two is बचाएंगे भाई।
I should have died a long time ago.
फाइट हो रही है भाई फाइनली।
But I was lucky enough to be saved by you, allowing me the chance to see the glittering lights of Jinzhou for myself. You rewinded time to save me. I am responsible. Jinzhou is my home. If it's ever in danger, I will do everything in my power to protect what I hold dear, even at the cost of my own life.
Such a valiant speech. Do you know the weight of this decision?
I understand your concerns. I will reach my second awakening with our destined confrontation and restore the time flow.
ठीक भाई
Are you willing to bet on me?
Restore the time flow. Pray, from where does this confidence arise? You are my resonator, but your strength is only a fraction of mine. There is little chance for you to retreat unscathed.
But I can at least win some hope for our people. Even if it costs me my soul, my everything. I cannot die without trying. I may only bear your power for a fleeting moment. It's all I need to secure a better future for Jinzhou, defying all
Peak
of
by
your
peak.
predictions, and I can keep you safe.
भाई
If there
साहब
is anyone who can face you in a fight, that person has to be your resonator. I will be your final winning move in this game.
Are you truly ready to challenge a being worshipped by your kind? Will you not regret it when you meet your bitter demise?
I will not regret it, no matter what.
Very well, Magistrate of Jinzhou. Come to the summit. Demonstrate your prowess.
चलो भाई अरीना में चले फाइट करने
How you shall be
भाई पीक
my
भाई एकदम भाई
triumphant ace.
खतरनाक भाई चलो भाई अरे ये क्या है ऊपर बार बार है क्या है क्यों है किस लिए अरे नहीं करना भाई अभी रुक जा भाई चेन रखा कर ये बार बार पता नहीं क्यों आ रहा है ये बार बार अरे नहीं करना अभी यार समझ गया शांति नहीं बिल्कुल अपन को चलना इधर है चलो भाई ऊपर अरीना में चलो भाई लीव भाई
Lord Arbiter, one is curious about your choice this time. Wherever the tides may take us, you will bear witness to our hand.
Oh.
Government must be guided by virtue. Chi, do you keep this in mind?
Yes. Virtue must come first. Politics, commerce, it all must serve the people.
भाई क्या सीन्स हैं यार
Now on,
अभी तो
you
पहली
shall
फाइट
be
है
known as Jinshi, bearing Jinzhou's name as your own.
भाई साहब सीन्स है वो भाई
What do you think of this world?
Like here. Darkness clings, but lights flicker in the gloom.
A guiding light.
वाओ
That's why they stand out so brightly against the darkness.
भाई जो भी देख रहा है पीक है भाई ये तो मतलब पहला ही मिशन से बड़ी बड़ी स्टोरी लाइन है पहली ही बड़ी स्टोरी लाइन
This
है
entrance leads to one Sonoro sphere.
भाई
Magistrate
बनाया बहुत
Jinshi,
अच्छे
one shall await you there. Rover, this battle is related to the fate of Jinzhou, and only you can open this Sonoro sphere. The key to Jinzhou's future lies in your hands.
If I open it, Jinshi is bound to face you in the ultimate battle. The ideal outcome would be for her to absorb your power at the critical moment and restore the time flow without any loss of life. But there's a chance that she could push herself too far and end up dying from overclocking. Though, if I do nothing, you'll use your remaining power to freeze all of Jinzhou in time.
Correct. Now, please let us know your choice.
भाई इतना टेंस सिचुएशन है भाई. I will open the entrance. You are ready? There will be no turning back.
I have been preparing for this moment. Leaving Jinzhou behind fills me with regret. Knowing I may never again bask in its glorious sunshine, or witness the purity of its snowflakes. But that's why I'm here. To ensure that others can still experience the wonders of nature. Our city has a rich history, with generations witnessing endless sunrises and sunsets at the border. Our people have sacrificed their blood and tears to protect Huanglang's safety. They deserve a bright future. I want to protect Jinzhou in my own way. As Jinshi, as a citizen of Jinzhou, and as Jinzhou's magistrate. Let's begin.
भाई बहुत हैवी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, पर ठीक है, जो होगा देखा जाएगा. चलो भाई. फाइट होएगी भाई. फाइनली पहुंच गए मैं डोमेन में. बचो बचो बचो. भाई बच नहीं पा रहा मैं.
Be swift. Sacred light. Forgive me.
भाई साहब भाई सीन भाई.
Take flight. Thus it ends.
अरे बच गया यार. भाई टाइमिंग भाई बेकार इसकी. फंसा दिया टाइम पे यार. भाई क्या सीन है भाई.
I shall lead the way.
बचो बचो बचो. अरे कितनी दूर है वो. ये दूर की चली जाती बात। ला भाई
As far as I can see. Oh, stop. Heed my call. Onward.
बचे 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 मतलब मरी गए हम तो।
Much to be done.
अरे भाई रिवाइव डॉज ही नहीं हुआ, इतनी दूर है कैमरा। रिवाइव भाई रिवाइव रिवाइव हारना नहीं।
Lead the way.
लेवल 100
Evil be fled. The sky on the strike path. Thunder gun. The sky evil be fled.
अरे कर क्या रही है? अरे भाई मैंने इतना आगे कर दिया था उसे। बचो 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 अरे बचो भाई बचो बचो बचो
I've made up my mind, and I will not back down. You once said it's not easy to become a candle of light. But I still want to try. I want to see if I can ignite a spark of hope for Jinzhou.
भी अटैक कर रहा है रैपिडली। ओ भाई साहब रैपिड अटैक इधर भी हो रहा है। ओ धीरे धीरे इसकी पीछे की मेन साउंड चल रही।
May this one transfer the temporal mandate to Jinshi.
हम कमांड कर रहे हैं सिर्फ पावर देने।
This one has heard your decision.
हम कमांड कर रहे हो भाई उसे देने के लिए। भाई कितने स्ट्रॉन्ग होंगे हम, इमेजिन करो भाई हम ड्रैगन को कमांड दे रहे हैं भाई।
What do you think of this?
भाई साहब सब सही हो गया। अरे भाई सब सही हो गया। बैरियर टूट गया, सब सही हो गया।
The transfer has been carried out as you instructed. Jinshi, one shall honor one's promise and restore Jinzhou's future to you and its people.
वाह भाई, सब क्लियर हो गया भाई। कितना प्यारा लग रहा है, बढ़िया भाई, वाह। देखो, लीव भाई, लीव डोमेन।
Jinshi has recovered. One will soon send her back to Jinzhou for recuperation. Please do not worry.
बढ़िया भाई, ये भी ठीक हो गई, सब टाइम भी रिपेयर होगा, ठीक है बढ़िया।
With all matters resolved, as per the agreement, it is time for one to address you. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have.
Ask about your past.
I am Jue the Sentinel, the guide of Jinzhou's civilization. Everything about Jinzhou has been stored in my mind. You are my arbiter and my former master.
तभी बोल रही, हम इसके मास्टर हैं।
In bygone days, I stood by your side.
तभी हमें बोल रही कमांड करने की।
Established Jinzhou City. You tasked me with safeguarding its prosperity.
हमने ही बनाई है जिंजो सिटी भाई, मास्टर हम इस शहर के। So why did I lose my memories?
This one begs your pardon, for it is not all-knowing. All my knowledge came from you. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have.
Ask about the choice and the access.
In the past, one was granted the key to that Sonoro sphere by your hand. You said you planned to participate in history, to make choices and witness the development of civilizations.
मम्मी ने बनाया पूरा होंग लोग।
One had
God है यहाँ के।
previously requested for permission to transfer the temporal mandate to Jinshi, as that is how one is designed to function.
हमने ही बनाया ऐसे, हमने ही बोला ऐसे कि भाई बाद में।
Every ounce of my existence, from life to death, and even the passing on of power, is subject to your approval.
हम इसके मालिक हैं, तो हमारे परमिशन के बिना ये कुछ नहीं करेगी।
One is prepared to answer any inquiries.
कितने पावरफुल है इसका मतलब। Ask about Jinshi's condition.
Since Jinshi has inherited my power, the temporal programs are now complete. Jinzhou is no longer under threat.
क्या बात।
Jinshi has fully assumed the mantle of leadership. From this day forth, one shall only offer aid when it is truly needed.
Why don't you tell Jinshi about it earlier?
This situation has been analyzed before, but the number of variables made reaching a safe conclusion impossible. To accomplish her goal, Jinshi must possess both strength and confidence. Revealing the truth to her earlier would only add to her troubles and not aid in improving her abilities. Today was not the ideal moment for our destined battle to unfold, but the Fraxidus has remarkably escalated its arrival. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have.
Ask about the certain situation in the Wongjun.
The flow of time on Mount Firmament has been restored to its natural pace. But
सोचो इतना बड़ा
the
ड्रैगन
citizens of
हमारे
Hongjian
कमांड्स के अंदर है भाई.
must still contend with shortened
हम
lifespans
मास्टर है उसके भाई.
should they attempt to depart.
ये हमारी फेमिलियर है. क्या बात.
Fortunately, with Jinshi's resonance ability, they can stay safe as long as they remain on the mountain. For lack of a better solution, this is the best we can do. Through countless ages, the imposing Mount Firmament stood firm against the storms. But as spring brings thunder and change, one feels a spark of transformation in the air. The people of Hongjian have a bright future ahead. One that can be steered in the right direction within mere days with proper leadership. One is prepared to answer any inquiries you may have.
I have no other questions.
Your tacit mark. There is something unusual.
Abby, wake up. Someone's asking about you. You mean Abby?
What? What's wrong? Rover, who's bullying you?
अरे ले पूरी कहानी खत्म हो गई. Who's bullying you कर रहा?
Is it you, big thing? Huh? How dare you? I'm gonna teach you a Wait, pause. I don't think it has any bad intentions. It smells like the unnatural smell I smelled in Jinzhou before.
Well, about the Sentinel, I was looking for.
Oh, so you must be that sentinel. Hello there, big one.
कितना प्यार है.
Rover, why didn't you wake me up earlier? I got a
ये तो
feeling
कुछ सो रहा
I
था वो
missed
तो.
out on a lot of fun.
बहुत कुछ मिस कर दिया भाई.
It does feel similar to me, but there is some difference. This entity is unfamiliar to me. As it resides within your tacit mark, one can only assume you granted it access intentionally.
Then who else can answer my questions?
Lord Arbiter, have you heard of the Black Shores?
There be Black Shores. The Black Shore, I heard of them. Yeah, I know these peoples.
The Black Shores is the starting point of your journey in this world. If you have doubts, this one suggests a visit to that island.
I will keep it in mind. जरूर जाएंगे फिर Black Shore से जाना है भाई.
Worry not. The wuthering waves ebb and flow. They shall send you back to where you belong. One suggests heading back to Hongjian to reunite with your companions, Lord Arbiter.
बढ़िया भाई.
With Mount Firmament no longer posing a threat, surely Hongjian will undergo significant changes.
क्या बात है भाई, बढ़िया भाई, मजा आ गया क्वेस्ट में। पर अब सबसे पहले स्पाइडरमैन बने फिर हम पहले ग्रैपलिंग का बढ़िया सीन लगता है मेरे को। फ्रॉम द ये स्किप करके चलो भाई। अरे 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 वही नहीं पाया। वो स्किड भाई स्किड। पूरा स्किड खाते हुए नीचे जा रहे हैं भाई हम पीछे। ये फन गेम है भाई, ये देखो पूरा स्किड करते हुए जा रहे हैं हम नीचे। क्या बात है भाई, बढ़िया बढ़िया बढ़िया। पहुंच गए इधर हम बिल्कुल एंड में। ऊपर से भाई पूरा एकदम स्किड करते हुए आया भाई, वहां से बिल्कुल टॉप से।
Leave it to me.
आते तो इनसे लड़ना पड़ता पहले।
Let the years wave. Let the winds roar.
बढ़ दिया एक के अंदर। Shut up.
Something you need? Let's give him hell.
अरे कीड़ा। पता नहीं क्या कीड़े बेकार लगता है मेरे को ये कीड़े। लावा लार्वा लार्वा, मैंने पढ़ा इतनी देर बाद इसका नाम। ओ फुल। ये बार बार क्यों एक्टिव हो जाती है क्वेस्ट? कैंसिल कर भाई, थोड़ी सी देर और समझना आ गया कि हम पूरा चिंचो सिटी हमने बन भाई, फाउंडर कोई सब हम ही है भाई उस सिटी के। थोड़ा जाना तो इधर ही है ना, उधर जाना बिल्कुल। इससे पहले घंटियां ले लूं मैं, पता नहीं क्या काम आएंगी पर लेने में क्या जा रहा है।
Up and away.
Mount Firmament glowed with the sun's light, high above the clouds and snow. Then, suddenly, they vanished, revealing a distant blue sky. And amidst it all stood a white-haired maiden, like a goddess descended from the heavens.
इसकी कहानी बता।
With a mere wave of her hand, she brought forth a new season, transforming the streets below. This maiden was none other than the dead infant, now reborn as the magistrate of Jinzhou. When thunder roars in spring's embrace, the sun shall shine upon this place. For only through death and strife can one truly embrace new life.
I see. Doesn't matter. That's not important for our goal. We have the answers we wanted already. With the second resonance awakening, we will tap into powers that rival the Sentinels. Complete control of the artificial resonator awakening process is within reach.
ये भी अपने आप कुछ बना रहे हैं ऐसे.
About that rover. This trip was worth it. We've collected many wonderful notes, haven't we? It's about time. Get moving. Can't let a certain someone wait too long behind bars.
कंप्लीट भाई. बढ़िया भाई बढ़िया. स्प्रिंग अवेकनिंग. तो गाइस आज की लाइव स्ट्रीम के लिए सिर्फ इतना ही रखते हैं. मुझे लगता है कि हाँ तुम लोगों को पसंद आ गया होगा. मेरे को तो बहुत पसंद आई भाई. ये एकदम पूरी क्वेस्ट, स्टोरी क्वेस्ट अच्छी थी ये वाली, है ना. हम जाएंगे कल. अब लाइव स्ट्रीम देखते हैं. कल से मैं गेंशिन की करूं. मेरे को मविका और उसकी स्टोरी क्वेस्ट करनी है, तो वो कल करेंगे गाइस. कल गेंशिन करेंगे थोड़ी देर, फिर वेदरिंग वेव्स कर लूँगा मैं बाद में. ठीक है ना गाइस. गेंशिन फिर वेदरिंग वेव्स दोनों ही हो पाएगा. दोनों तो नहीं हो पाएगा, पर जो वो भी है ठीक है, मैं देख लूँगा अपने हिसाब से, है ना. आज क्या लाइट चली गई थी, वरना तो बीच में ब्रेक आ गया था, वरना तो कंटिन्यू होती. 3-3.5 घंटे की स्ट्रीम होती है पूरी. तो गाइस थैंक यू जो भी अभी तक देखा है उसके लिए. हम मिलते हैं आपको अगली स्ट्रीम में, है ना. तब तक नए हो तो सब्सक्राइब करो और लाइक करो, शेयर करो और बढ़ाओ यार चैनल को. 500 सब्सक्राइबर्स करने हैं अपने को, है ना. ये 1 महीने 2 महीने में 500 सब्सक्राइबर्स कर दें जल्दी, तो वही बढ़िया है. फिर आगे का टारगेट रखेंगे 1000 सब्सक्राइबर्स का गाइस. ठीक है. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग गाइस. लव यू गाइस ऑल फॉर 440 सब्सक्राइबर्स गाइस. 60 सब्सक्राइबर्स और फिर 500 रीच कर जाएंगे. प्लीज़ गाइस मेरे को वेट करना है 500 सब्सक्राइबर्स जल्दी, प्लीज़ गाइस, है ना. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग. मिलते हैं आपको नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, वीडियो और लाइव स्ट्रीम दोनों में, जो भी है. ठीक है गाइस. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग.